So I wanted to quickly come back on here and talk about the whole Notre Dame situation that happened in France. As you know, the Notre Dame Cathedral burnt quite severely this week. I mean, when people heard about it earlier this week, everybody was shocked. However, I feel like it was the differences in opinions that's what really caught me off guard. I didn't really understand why people made such a big deal about a building burning down. I mean, I understand the historics behind it. However, my point of view is people screamed about that building, cried, whatever. Yeah, donated millions and millions and millions of money to have that rebuilt. But yet, whenever it's African countries or countries in the Caribbean, their energies are completely different. Tell me that there can be a hurricane that can completely destroy countries in the Caribbean, but you don't care about that. Even though people have died, nobody thankfully died in the fire in the Notre Dame Cathedral. However, do you see how people are still acting over emotional about a building, but yet people's lives are ruined in hurricanes? And another thing that really irritates me is if you look at the history of France and French people, they have a history of brutality. It's not just the British, it's not just the white Americans. They also have a nasty little history. I mean, if you want to do some research, read up about Sarah Bartman, read up about what they did to African slaves, how they kept their bodies in museums long after they died. Did they see the same thing on how they put Haiti in billions of dollars in debts, and yet they begged people for donations to rebuild Notre Dame? Where did this billions of dollars money that you took from Haitian people, where did it go? Because I refuse to believe that money has just faded out of their hands. It doesn't even make any sense. Now, I understand why they want the donations, because when something happens, of course they're going to want the donations. However, why on earth is the British Parliament getting involved? Explain it to me. Why on earth is the British Parliament getting involved? The same Parliament that cannot even rehouse people who lost their houses, their flats, in a Grenfell fire 2 years ago. But yet you have all this energy to give money to France, but yet you can't give houses to people who have lost their homes. People are living on the streets. People are still in frigging hotels almost 2 years after Grenfell. But the bloody nerve for the British Parliament to be saying, "Oh, here, we're gonna give you some money so that the building can be rebuilt." But you can't even rehouse your own citizens. But yet you have all this energy to transfer funds over to France, when plenty of people in France are already donating, even billionaires. Where were these billionaires when the Grenfell fire happened? Why did you not give no money to the UK? Why did you not give no money to people in the Caribbean? Why did you not give money back to the Haitian people? Well, I'm supposed to be worried because a frigging building burnt down, almost, and nobody died. I'm supposed to be worried about that when here in the UK we have our own issues. Windrush people being flung out the country. We have Haitian people who still living in poverty. We have the Grenfell people who still haven't been rehoused. Where's racism gone? Nowhere. I've heard many stories of people going to France and then be dealing with racism, but yet we're just giving them money willy-nilly. But they're not giving us the same common courtesy. They're not doing that. They're not giving us the same level of compassion. But yet that's what we keep doing. We keep giving compassion, and at the end of the day, how much of yourself are you going to give until you realise people do not care for it? France was very much involved in the slave trade. So if you think they're broken, please do not be mistaken. I don't understand why all these people are giving this money to France, and France is not a poor country. It's not a poor country. I don't understand how you can keep giving to these countries that are not poor. Trust me, they have money. They're hiding that money away, and they're asking for these donations. and you keep giving it. But when someone says, hey, look, I want to raise money for countries in Africa or whatever, to have them rebuilt after, you know, these mudslides, these hurricanes, these earthquakes, you completely hide away because you don't want to give money to black people. You don't want to give money to brown people. That's exactly what I'm getting from this. Giving and giving and giving and giving. But how much compassion can we keep giving when they keep saying to us that black lives haven't mattered since colonization?